To add and subtract rational expressions, I need a common denominator. And as with adding and subtracting fractions, I want a common denominator that's my simplest common denominator, my least common denominator. In this situation, my least common denominator is going to be x plus 4 times x plus 6. I don't want to multiply this out. I want to leave it in factored form because it helps me determine my undefined areas. So to make this side have my common denominator, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by x plus 6. Since it's my common denominator, I'm going to put it all into one fraction. Let's again try and make a smoother line. I'm going to subtract 1 times x plus 4 because I'll have to multiply top and bottom here by x plus 4. So my common denominator, x plus 4 times x plus 6. Simplifying the numerator, 3x minus x is 2x. 18 minus 4 is going to be 14. Over my denominator, give myself a little bit more space here. Now, I can see that my numerator will factor. I could take out a 2, but taking out a 2 isn't going to allow me to simplify with my denominator, so I'm just going to leave it as is. But I am going to say that x cannot be -4 or -6 because I always want to give my conditions. Looking in this scenario, I can see that my denominator, this left one factors to be 2 times x minus 1. This factors into x minus 3 times x minus 1. So looking at their factored form, I can see that my LCD is going to be 2 times x minus 1 times x minus 3. So we're not just going to multiply these two to get my least common denominator. I'm going to use the factored form to determine my LCD. That's going to lead us to creating common denominators and then simplifying like we did before. So I'm going to take this x plus 2 and multiply it by x minus 3. I'm going to take this negative 2x minus 1 and multiply it by 2. And then my LCD, I'm going to put on the bottom. And then I'll simplify, and at the end I'll note that x is not allowed to be 1 or 3. So I'm going to leave this up to you to keep simplifying. Again, check your answers.